Okay, well, let's get into wild cards. So, just as a reminder, this is basically you make a proclamation, like something you are predicting is going to be in the game. And based on your prediction, everyone else, I mean, it's just going to be a group consensus. We don't all need to give an opinion on that person's prediction of what it should be. Just get a group consensus of like amount of points that you think that's worth. To start it off, I'm going to say this game is going to have tag team.
Okay.
God, I fucking hope.
I wish, but that seems like when I was thinking, what's the least likely? The first crazy in my head was tag team.
So then you think it should be worth a good amount of points, right? So how many points do you guys think? If I nail the prediction that this will be a tag team game, how many points?
What's
do
the
you think
cap? What's the cap?
And we could just say it's a cap of 10, right?
Okay,
So like
10.
one
I
to
was
10.
gonna say 10.
I'd say I'm gonna say 8.
Okay, so we're in the 8 to 10 range. Temp.
Yeah.
Anybody else have any?
That's a good-
think I would have said 7, but 8 is fine. I can compromise with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll go 8.
I mean, do you get half points if it's like the Towers in 11 where they had tag team, but you couldn't do it?
No,
in
that's-
PvP?
When I say
it's gotta
tag
be
team, I
like a
mean it's an
fucking-
actual multiplayer mode. It doesn't have to be like the featured, like it's all tag team, like Marvel vs. Capcom. But when I say tag team, it's at least like MK9, where it's a mode in itself. It's not something just in the towers or anything like that.
Fair enough.
Okay, well that's mine then. So tag team, if I get that right, it's an 8-pointer. Down 4. What do you got? It could be anything, character, any
what do you
random
got?
thing.
I can't think of much. I'll just say that Motaro is playable. I actually
Okay.
really want that after talking about it. I mean, I've wanted him for a while. I think I chose him last time. So yeah, I really fucking want Motaro.
Well, I mean, we have Motaro down here at a 5-pointer. So what do we think? What do people think?
Do you want to do the same amount of points as I think Motaro is more likely than a tag team, so I think 5 points is good.
I would go 5 or
He's-
6, probably somewhere around there.
I still feel like he's a great choice, but but after so many years without him, the chances seem so remote. I'd give you double the points, honestly.
Well, we can't go that high, but
Yeah.
I think we capped it at 10. Any other thoughts? So
So,
far, we've had like a 5 or 6 or higher.
Like 6. Yeah, like if the initial points is 5, then probably a 6, yeah.
Given there's such, we'll go on, yeah.
No, go ahead, yeah.
I think given there's been such a long technical history to the point where they gave him they took away his legs, I'm okay with 8.
Yeah, I'm saying 4.
I mean, it is
Four-leg
incredibly unlikely. Like, it's at least as unlikely as tag team. if
Okay,
not
let's
more.
go with 8 then.
8, okay.
Yeah, because
Everybody cool with
tag
that?
team has been in the game more recently than Motaro, right? So
Yeah.
You think
Right?
higher than 8 then? Is that what I'm hearing?
Well,
If I could, I would honestly give the man 10 points because anyone who calls Motaro being in a game and gets it is psychic.
yeah.
I would agree with you, Shad, if there wasn't a tweet that said "Stay tuned." That's the
Yeah.
only reason why I'm not in that camp. But you
I
do
don't-
bring up a good point.
I don't know. We could do like
Okay, let's just do 9. We'll split the
let's
difference.
do
9 it up.
9. That's fine.
You good with that, D4?
Yeah.
He's gonna win
Cool.
again.
Shad?
Yeah, that seems fair. Seems fair.
Oh, no, I'm saying it's your pick. So.
Oh, well, if you're going to ask me.
In the first age, in the first battle, when the shadows first lengthened, one stood, burned by the
Doom
embers
guy.
of Armageddon,
Dr.
his
Claw?
soul blistered by the fires of hell.
I'm just going to do that in the background for
Doom guy.
5 minutes.
Doom guy.
Keep
He's
going.
guest
Just
character
keep
Doom
going.
guy.
Well,
Yeah,
hold on.
seriously.
We're not including DLC, though. So you think Doom Guy's going
Oh,
to be
are
on
you not
that?
including DLC? Ah, fuck.
Because we have to settle this before DLC is
That's
released.
true. Fuck.
That's the only
Hydro.
problem with that.
Hydro.
Uh,
Hydro.
Okay.
Fucking hell.
Does it get full points if it's a cameo?
Well, no, this is an all or nothing.
Yeah. Oh,
This
okay.
is full
Okay,
on
okay.
all or nothing.
Okay.
It's either what it is or you get nothing. So Hydro, I'm giving you full 10 points if Hydro's playable in this game.
Fucking A.
What do you guys think?
Yeah, I'm
I
good
think
with
that's
that.
Yeah, it's
about
full
as-
10. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that's as unlikely as it could possibly be, but still possible. All right, Smoke
I
Man.
seriously do think that Doomslayer is a possibility for DLC, though.
Yeah,
I
no,
think so
that's
too,
a pretty
yeah.
good bet. That's a pretty good bet.
Yeah.
Smokeman, you are up, sir.
I'm gonna go maybe a little bit safe. I'm gonna say no gear. We're
Okay.
gonna go back to normal ass skins.
I hope.
I
No
really hope
gear.
that's true.
Gear
Yeah,
is
fuck
such
gear.
a fucking miserable aesthetic choice. It never gives you what you want. If it does, you gotta work extra fucking hard for it, and people have lives. And I think the reception to gear in 11, I think, is enough to fucking
Tell
make
them
him
no.
not do that.
Yeah.
Not only that, but also like just like the dev time. I'm sure that takes a lot of fucking man hours and power and shit.
All right, what do we value that at? Like a 4, maybe? What do you think?
I
You
think there's a
they've
good
learned their
chance.
lesson on gear?
I think there's a good chance that gear doesn't show up. So
I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to invent another version of unlock clothing, and so maybe like a 5.
Also,
I was
I'm
thinking
not,
5.
I'm not including like intros and win poses in there. I feel like that's
Nah, that
something
doesn't
that
count.
has
Oh no, you
It's
mean
more like
you mean
customization.
clothing, piece customization,
Right.
individual pieces.
Outfits,
Right,
weapons
right,
that are swapped in and out.
So I've heard
yeah.
5s. Is everyone good with the 5?
I think
On that?
5.
5 seems right to me.
Yeah.
Okay. Django will wait on his. Temp, what do you got?
This is tough. This is super tough,
Yeah,
actually.
it is very. Could be anything. And you obviously. It's hard to not be like super safe, but at the same time, not so outrageous that you're not giving yourself
Well,
any chance.
I actually have a lot of ideas, but they're all DLC related, so I have to go base roster, and that's kind of what's holding me back.
Sure.
So I mean, honestly, I have an easy one that'd be worth like 3 points, but I feel like if you're gonna do that, it's not, no point even saying it out loud, right? So I want to throw the football
Boone?
as what's up?
Mike Boone. Hail Mary, baby. Go all in.
I feel like if I pick Mike Boone, then all the crazy choices I've made up to this point mean nothing. It makes my whole list a troll, right? So, like, if we're playing for keeps,
Right.
I'm going to say default roster. They're going to add guest character Akuma from Street Fighter.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. Fuck.
Akuma?
If Akuma
I don't even feel
roster.
so bad about my Doomslayer guess earlier.
Yeah.
I really don't. You're
that is
fucking
wild.
insane, and I love it.
That is 10. That is a 10.
That's a
10.
That's a 10.
That's a 10.
That's a 10.
I think it's possible too. Do I think it's likely? No, it's almost 0. But I do think this could happen. So I think the biggest argument against this is the fact that Street Fighter 6 is right on the horizon. That's my biggest hesitation. Otherwise, I think Capcom would love to have the free money. It's like, yeah, you can use Akuma, rip his head off 10 times.
Temp, it does not matter who wins this, in my mind. If Akuma is in this game, I don't care how many points anyone else has, you win this in my heart.
I appreciate that. Thank you, sir. What could be DLC and I get nothing?
I mean, it would be the first official time Street Fighter and MK crossed over, and that is video game history.
There will be no hat
Yeah.
or newspaper eating this time.
Imagine
There'll
a
be no
Japanese
shoes.
company working with an American company.
All right, Razor.
All right. My big swing is not nearly as big as that, but I'm going to say a conquest mode.
Fuck! I was gonna say that. God damn it.
Conquest mode.
Fuck.
I mean, based on Ed's tweets
Nice.
and the way the 11 Crypt played, I think a third-person camera exploration mode of some kind is likely.
I'd say what, like a 4? Because I mean, they've hinted about kind of like they've dabbled on saying that's possible and
After
kind
the
of.
crit in 11, yeah. I
What
think
do we
it's
think?
likely.
4?
I'd say
4?
5. I'd say
5?
5. It's possible we get like a crypt again. Like it's the crypt, but it's like more like it has more lore
I mean,
in it.
it can't
Has
just be
to be
crypt. It's
called
gotta be.
Conquest.
Yeah,
It's a
gotta
crypt, but it's
be-
also a beat 'em up.
That's
Well,
what I'm
they
saying.
could-
It's
they could
gotta
call
be
it by a-
elaborate.
They could call it by a different name. My specific like thing is like something third person where you roam around and explore.
All
stuff.
right,
It's at least on
conquest-like
the level
mode.
of
I'll just
Conquest and
clarify
Deception.
for you, so that way you're not. So conquest-like mode, and then just for clarity's sake, it can't be just the crypt where you're going and opening things. It has to be
just
an
the
actual.
crypt, an actual mode. Yeah.
Okay, where you're running around beating things up or exploring, etc. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd do. What are we? 4 or 5? What do people think? That's what we're around so far. Any other opinions?
I think 5.
I'd give it a 5.
It's not like anybody else.
I would say 6, honestly, to tell you the truth, because you can't. It's hard to do conquest with that in conjunction with a cinematic story mode. So I'd say 6 on that. I think that's a lot.
All right, we'll go 6 then.
Honestly, Temp, looking at like your Akuma being rated 10, why is my Hydro also rated 10? I don't think it's.
Yeah,
I think the Hydro
so
is
here's
actually
the
a
thing.
lot more likely.
Here's the thing: is that like the Impossible is a 10, like Chrome is a
Yeah.
10, so Hydro's more of a 9.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. This is my score.
I mean,
and
we
I'm
can
like,
re-
yeah.
we
I
can
think
do a little-
down a
Hydro's in
notch.
Zebron territory, though. That's why I put him in.
No, Hydro is
I
not
s-
like a weird cartoon character. Hydro's just another ninja.
But we're talking about Hydro on the roster.
yeah.
I would still put him on the level of like a Zebron.
A 10.
Like
Yeah.
a-
I'd
Okay,
still
you know
keep
what?
it
I
at 10.
All right,
propose
well, hold on.
anyone
let's
with
get-
the guts to say Zebron deserves an instant win. It is worth 100 points.
Let's go with Brust. Let's get Brust first, then we can reevaluate if we feel like the scale isn't quite fitting our needs based on the guesses.
I
Or the
can't
prediction.
I can't also do Conquest Go, right? Because that was my pick.
I mean, you can.
I mean, you could.
There's nothing wrong with
Okay.
doing something.
I was gonna say Conquest Mode. I do
Okay.
think based on Ed's tweets and the crypt and the demand, I think they know. I think they know. I think
Okay.
the 11 crypt enough was them to say they know.
Okay, so then do we want to readjust the scale based on what we have so far?
I just only Hydro. I really think he's not. I think he's a 9. I think like if they ever do another Ermac Scarlet Bring a Rumor to life, he's just a cyber ninja. There's no reason they can't. There's no reason they would say no to that. Other
So you
than
think
we don't need to
Hydro
make one
and
at all.
Motaro are on the same level? Is
yeah,
that fair?
So both
Yeah.
9s?
like I just think if 10 is the maximum, Hydro's not the maximum most unlikely thing to happen. Fucking Zebron or especially fucking Chrome is.
Well, I mean, we can readjust points across the board for all of ours if we think we're not separating them based on separating them enough. Like we could still say 10's the highest, but like maybe we lower the 6s to a 5, 5 to a 4, 8 to a 7, so on and so
I think
forth.
they're fine where they're at. I just think that Hydro is a 9. That's all.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's fine.
Agreed.
As long as that's fine with everybody else.
agreed.